Thank you. Thank you very much. Students, teachers, fellow travelers, where my baby boomers at? This last year has had its ups and downs. I seemingly disappeared for months. Where was I? That caused video output to be much lower than expected. In my defense, the videos I did make were pretty good. But I am muy feliz to say we together have weathered the storm. The burnout is behind us. Only a plethora of videos and new courses lie ahead. This dude hasn't even gotten started yet. And the state of the gringo has never been stronger. Hola, and welcome to the 4th annual State of the Gringo Address. Each year it's different, but this video is gonna be a mix of announcements, future plans, me getting some stuff off my chest, you playing therapist, and some other stuff. Lifetime members, you're getting a big upgrade, so stay tuned. But as you've made clear in the comments, some of you love my long-winded intros and personal stories, while some of you hate them. So if you don't want to sit through all this, click the link below this video or in the description that says watch the short version to watch the short version. All the important points in 60 seconds. Okay, you probably noticed, last year I didn't make many videos. I didn't know it at the time, but I was totally burned out, plain and simple. I'd been going hard almost literally non-stop for 4 years. When I set off traveling, I took my equipment with me, intending to make videos from the road. It just never happened. But you also probably noticed, these last few months, I'm back. Not just back in Florida, but I'm all fired up and finally ready to get serious with these Spanish videos. What you've seen so far is just me playing around. When I got back to Florida, I got an apartment, so for the first time since I started making Spanish videos, I have a comfortable workspace and a studio set up. And while making the videos will never be easy, they're at least one click easier, which means I can make more of them faster. For the rest of 2017, I'll keep pumping out the Spanish tidbits and maybe throw in a Spanish quickie or two. I do miss that music. Okay, one time, real fast. What? Why did the intro template say the Three Enemigos past tense edition like it's the last quickie I worked on? Weird. Now, behind the scenes, I've been busy finishing Fun with Words, the premium course. I'm embarrassed it's taken this long. I'm sorry for the delay. But we're all kind of lucky I didn't finish it last year when I was burned out. Module 5 is in production right now, and it's way better than it would have been. The remaining modules will be posted throughout October and November, possibly into December. And at some point in the next year, I'll head to a Spanish-speaking country and continue with Gringo on the Streets. The episodes from Spain last year were just a dip of the toes, a trial run. Then for premium courses, I've listened to your demands, and the next 2 courses will both be verb conjugation boot camps. First, the future and those other tenses, then the most requested course ever, by far, the subjunctive, then pronoun boot camp and preposition boot camp, or the other way around, and I think a quick start course and mini camps for both por versus para and ser versus estar would be quite helpful. Then remember the battle plans I made you? If you haven't downloaded them yet, you should. Those aren't just your battle plans for learning Spanish, they're my battle plans for teaching Spanish. I'm gonna follow those battle plans to create everything you'll need to learn Spanish for real. An unattainable goal, but it sounds like fun to die trying. I'm also eventually gonna do more themed courses, like Spanish for medical people, Spanish for police, Spanish for teachers, more travel courses. Oh, you can't forget about sentence construction, like I just did. So much stuff. But here's the thing. Everything I just listed, doing it all myself, would take me, I don't know, 5 years, but with help, I could get things done a lot faster. That's why I'm excited to announce I'm now hiring. I'm looking for a creative assistant. So if you or anybody you know is looking for a job and being the Spanish dude's creative assistant sounds like fun, go to SpanishDude.com/job. There's a separate video there with lots of details. But the gist is, I want to spend my time creating videos and making the courses better. Right now, video editing slows me down the most, so at first, my creative assistant's main job will be editing videos. Don't worry, no experience is required. I'll train you myself. I do prefer somebody in Central Florida, working mostly from home is fine, but for the right person, I'd hire anybody from anywhere. And the sky's the limit. At first, it'll be mostly editing, but from there, it depends on how well you pick stuff up. The more I can hand off to you and the better you do everything, the more money you'll make for sure. Again, check SpanishDude.com/job for more details. One thing I won't hand off to my creative assistant is the marketing. I often get asked by entrepreneurs or people that want to start a YouTube channel what I did to grow the Spanish Dude to where it is. Some think I'm huge, others minuscule, but they usually don't love my answer. They want to hear about some marketing trick I use, but I don't do any marketing. From day one, I've just made videos and uploaded them. Sure, I put them on my website and on Facebook, and I send an email to my newsletter subscribers, but those are people who already know about me. I've never gone out looking for Spanish learners who don't already know about me. Okay, we'll get back to marketing in a second. If you've been around here for a while, you know when I started making these videos, I had nothing. I lived in a room above my parents' house rent-free. I didn't have a car. I didn't even have a phone. Eventually, I did get a phone, then a car, and I was able to handle the increased expenses by making more videos, creating more courses, and telling you about them. But like I said, a few months ago, I got an apartment, and my business expenses have been creeping up from the beginning too, and now I'm gonna hire somebody. It's obvious my passive ways, sitting back, waiting for people to find me, just won't cut it anymore. I need to go find them, which is marketing, right? But I'm hiring a creative assistant so I can spend my time making videos and working on courses, not on marketing. So I reached out for help to YouTube experts, Facebook experts, Google experts to get me higher in the search results or help me with ads on Facebook or wherever. And while every pitch was different, they all said the same thing. Your prices are too low. Mine, not yours. They were talking to me. My prices are too low to cover expenses, their services, and still have some profit. This didn't surprise me. I started down this route before and immediately ran into the same thing. It's just, I don't want to raise my prices. I like keeping them low, because the lower the price, the more people could afford my stuff and the more people I'd reach, right? Right. Well, kinda. That might have been true in the beginning, but now it's obvious my low prices are keeping me from growing, from reaching more people, from being sustainable long term. So as weird as it sounds, now, to reach more people, I need to raise my prices. Most of my courses have always been $17. Well, as of November 1st, they'll be $27. And since the lifetime membership includes all 4 courses I currently offer and every future course, its price is also going up on November 1st from $97 to $127. What that means is you have until October 31st at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time to enroll in any course for the lower price of $17, saving $10 per course, or to become a lifetime member for the lower price of $97, saving $30. If you previously enrolled in a course and want to become a lifetime member, I'll gladly give you a credit for what you already paid. In the premium student area, you'll see a link on the main dashboard with your discount already applied. Email me if you run into any problems. To avoid confusion, I want to point out the Travel Spanish Crash Course has always been $27, so if you go there before November 1st and see it's already $27, that's why. Okay, another big announcement. Lifetime members and anybody thinking about becoming one, pay close attention. After getting many requests over the years, in January, I'm opening the doors to Club Gringo. There are 2 parts to Club Gringo: a member-only website with new exclusive audios and videos every month, then free access to a private Club Gringo Facebook group where you can meet your fellow Spanish learners. In the beginning, it's usually easier to understand and converse with other Spanish learners than it is native Spanish speakers. So this member-only Facebook group is a great place to pair up with each other as pen pals in Spanish or get on Skype together to practice speaking in real life. But it won't be just a bunch of gringos in there. In fact, I'll be paying a dude-approved native Spanish speaker, somebody good, to manage the group. So it'll be their job to check in several times per day to answer your questions. As things grow, I'll add managers to make sure your questions always get answered in a timely manner. I'm just as excited though about the monthly exclusive to Club Gringo audios and videos. And it's not just more of the same. I'm launching 3 new series for Club Gringo when it opens in January, none of them like anything I've done before. You'll get monthly Q&A videos where I answer your most pressing questions, then each episode of the new audio series, Un Año Después, or 1 year later, serves as an update for the videos I already made. The comments on my YouTube videos are pure gold. Typos and mistakes are pointed out, native speakers leave fun examples and exceptions, and even better, on-the-ground reports of how things work in real life where they're from. So 1 year after I publish each video on YouTube, or Un Año Después, I'll post a longer form audio update using everything I glean from those comments. Since many of my videos are already more than a year old, I'll be playing catch up at first. Then finally, this won't be as regular as the other 2, January will also see the debut of Gringo After Dark. I learned the hard way it's best to avoid swearing or mature content in these public videos, but in the Gringo After Dark series, anything goes. It won't be me just swearing for the fun of it, but discussing slang, swear words, and other mature content can be fun, interesting, and helpful. I'll see you when the sun goes down. Did I mention the Dude Approved list? Only Club Gringo members get exclusive access to Dude Approved tutors and conversation partners. And I'm always looking for new ways to make Club Gringo an even better deal.
Did somebody say deals?
Ugh, him again. When I told those marketing people what I'm about to tell you, they thought I was crazy.
He's crazy!
If you're a lifetime member when Club Gringo opens, I'll make your lifetime membership cover Club Gringo for free, forever. Whoever joins Club Gringo after it opens will have to pay an additional monthly charge. But if you're a lifetime member, you won't. So that's two big reasons now to become a lifetime member before November 1st. You'll save 30 bucks, but I'll also make you a member of Club Gringo for free forever. Not only do you get the norm, every course I currently offer immediately, then all the courses I create in the future, but now you also avoid that additional monthly fee forever, but still get all the perks. Oh, a third reason. People always ask how they can support me, or donate to me, or if I've got a Patreon account. Well, this is the best way to support me. If you're new around here, I don't do this big PBS style push often. This is the first time in 2 years actually, and it won't happen again for a while. But if you want to support me, if my videos help you and you want to help me, this is the best way. Become a lifetime member before November 1st. You'll pay $97 one time and never again. But even though you're only paying one time, you'll still get every premium course I create in the future and be a member of Club Gringo, including access to the Facebook group, forever. See why they call me crazy?
That's crazy!
And you'll be helping me. I'll hire a creative assistant and be able to crank out more videos faster. I can't guarantee anything I don't control completely, but I can promise you this. For the next 10 months, until my lease is up, I'm gonna give you everything I got. I'm gonna be focused and I'm gonna be relentless. You'll see it in every post I write and every video I upload. Because I was nothing. Then I met you. I really needed this. You have no clue how much I needed you. I'll never forget how I got here or who got me here. And I'll never stop trying to work off that debt, even though I know it's futile. No matter how many videos I make, I'll never get to give you what you've given me.
My name is Johnny Georges, and I live in Arcadia, Florida, and I'm the creator of the Tree TP.
All right, boys, let's do it.
I've been working with farmers in the irrigation business for 29 years. My father is the one who inspired my business. He taught me everything I know and gave me the vision I have today. Back in the 80s, when I started working for my father, we didn't have water shortages. Today, it's all changed. Farmers must have a more efficient and less expensive way to water their crops so they can survive. My product is unique because it is the start of a new industry for agribusiness, and there's nothing like it on the market today. My business has had its ups and downs, that's for sure, but changing 30 years of the way people practice their irrigation takes time. I need an investment from the sharks to grow this business. I want to promote water conservation worldwide, and without them, there's no way for a guy like me to do that. Hello, sharks. My name is Johnny Georges, and I'm the creator of the Tree TP water containment system. I'm asking for $150,000 for 20% of my company. Tree TP is water conservation and frost protection at its finest. Instead of using 25,000 gallons per tree per year, we're now only using 800 gallons per tree per year and doing a better job with a 30% increase in the growth of new trees and letting the farmer get his return on his money a whole lot faster. When good people come together, when good people come together with a noble cause, great things happen. And water conservation is what Tree TP is all about.
Can you tell us how it works?
The normal way it's been has been without any kind of containment. A farmer would crank on his pumps and run them 10 hours, 12 hours. With the Tree TP, you contain the water around each tree. In about 30 minutes, you're gonna have 3 inches of rain on this tree. And if I pull this Tree TP off, we're watering 9 feet that way and 9 feet that way. And it's just really wasting the water. About 10% gets to the tree.
And nobody figured out a way to make a nozzle that shoots down towards the tree roots?
Yes, sir, but you still get the wind diffusion from that.
So I put an irrigation line on every tree. That's what's
Yes, sir.
happening. And right now, before the Tree TP, I was putting 25,000 gallons a year onto that tree.
Yes, sir.
Now I buy the Tree TP.
Yes, sir.
I only put 800 gallons.
Yes, sir.
So I'm saving a lot of money
In fuel?
in fuel and water.
Yeah,
Pumping,
it's not. It's a
pumping the water to the tree costs me dollars, electricity.
Yes, sir. Yeah,
Okay.
electricity or fuel.
And the water itself I got to pay for.
Yes. No, you don't have to pay for the water in the state of Florida. In California, you do.
But you're selling the tree TP in California, right?
But I'm only selling in a 5-county area in the state of Florida.
How much does it cost to make one?
$2.95.
$2.95?
Yes, sir.
How many have you made and how many have you sold and what do you sell them for?
Okay, I have made 127,500 TPs. I'm selling them for an average for $4.50 each.
How much?
$4.50 each.
Okay.
I make $1 each.
So you sell direct to the farmer?
Yes, sir.
So you don't have any distributors in there?
No, sir.
Johnny, do you have a patent on this?
Yes, sir. I have a utility patent.
How long does it usually last? One season?
No, sir. We leave them on for 5 years.
Yeah, it
That
never
can stay on for
degrades.
5 years?
Yes,
That
sir. These
durable?
things last over 20 years.
Okay.
How long have they been on? What's the oldest one out there?
1984.
Still out there.
My father was an innovator in the irrigation world. We used to bank trees to make a long one short. What that means is we'd take a shovel before the freeze night and cover the trees up with dirt. After the freeze, we'd go pull them off. We were out in the grove, and I said, Dad, can we do something different? So he came up with a little bitty teepee we'd put on for that night and then pull it off the next day. So I look at him and I go, let's make these things bigger and we can leave them on year round. Look at the water we could save. Well, in 1984, he looked at me and said, oh, you're crazy. Water's cheap, you know, doesn't matter.
That's changed.
That has changed a lot.
Haven't any distributors come to you and said, we want to sell this or we want to distribute it for you? We can take it way outside of Florida? Or have you not called on any of them?
I haven't called on any of them.
Do you know what your market is? Do you know
In Florida,
how many?
I do, yes, ma'am.
But
we have 42 nurseries. 19 are commercial. The rest are private with growers growing their own trees.
And those are the only people you've sold to?
Yes, sir.
Just the people you've done irrigation
Just the people
work
I know.
with? Wow.
This last freeze, I go out to a grove, I'm putting out 5 teepees. This woman gets out, and she walks up to me, and she says, you're trespassing in my grove. And I said, yes, ma'am, but I'm trying to show you something. It's getting ready to freeze. We have the best frost protection device on the market right here we could put on. And she says, you got to go, I'm calling the police. And I said, yes, ma'am, here's my card, I'm sorry. You know, because these are farmers, this is their land, this is their livelihood. So a week later, I get a call from the same woman. Hey, Johnny, this is Mrs. I said, yes, ma'am. She says, I want to pay you for them 5 TPs. And I said, yes, ma'am. That's okay. Don't worry about it. She says, well, I want you to bring me 4,995 more. The only 5 trees I got alive today.
Wow.
And my whole grove is these.
Is there anything like this on the market?
No, sir. There's no water containment system out there for the micro sprinklers.
Why only $5? Why not charge
$12.
10 or 12 or 15 or 20?
Because I'm working with farmers and they're not buying one. They're buying 20,000.
still, why not $10?
7,000, 10,000, sir.
Even at 10,000, right? Why not $7?
Well, I've never done that. I've always tried to be right. I make $1 off each one. If I sold 7,000 yesterday, I made 7
Johnny,
grand.
you could see a partner that, let's say I was a big distributor of water irrigation systems, and I see this product and you show it to me, and you make it for $2.50 and you sell it for $5, right?
I'm making it for $2.95. I
Yeah.
sell them for $4.50.
Okay, so I can't get involved with you because there's not enough margin for me as a distributor. I need to be able to sell it for $12 at least so that I can make some profit and you can make some profit, right? Because there's 2 of us, 2 mouths to feed.
Yeah, but you're selling to farmers.
Okay, I get it, but I'm exploring where your head's at, all right?
Okay.
That means that there's no room in it for a distributor that can really scale this out, because you said every farmer should have it. Every farmer in America does
Every
it.
tree that goes in the ground should have a tree
But in order
TP
for
on
that
it.
to happen, I need a lot of Johnnies. There's only one of you. I need like 2,000 Johnnies calling on farmers all across the land.
Well,
Now, who's going to pay them, Johnny? Who's going to pay them? I'm out.
Johnny,
yes, sir.
farmers are the cornerstone of America. There may be a lot of farmers out there that can't afford $12 per tree, but maybe they could afford $6 or $7. I'm going to give you everything you're asking for, your $150,000 for 20%. What you're doing is right, and you deserve the chance to make it big and do a lot of good. I'd like to be your partner, Johnny. I like everything you stand for, man, and
Thank
I like
you, partner.
everything.
I think that's a yes, JP.
Yes, sir.
Okay, man.
Good for you.
Congratulations.
All right.
God bless America. Show that it
Thank
works.
you.
man.
Thank you.
All right, dude.
I appreciate
Well done,
it.
partner. I'll be a good one, too.
I love that you care about the farmer.
Johnny, tell your dad he's a great man.
He died 12 years ago.
He's still a great man.
He made me who I am. We work hard every day. I worked for that man for 20 years. I thank God that I got to work with that man. He's an innovator. He taught me everything I know. He was hard on us, but nobody owes you nothing. Life is what you make it. He taught me that. And he was a great man. He came from nothing.
You're a star, Johnny. Man,
Yeah.
congratulations.
Superstar, dude.
God bless
All
you,
right, man.
Johnny.
Thank you.
You're still here. I had a hunch you would be. Not everybody makes it this far. Most don't, actually. That's why I saved this message for now, for you. I went into that room above my parents' garage almost 5 years ago. I'll always remember those years as some of the best, but they were also kind of dark. I worked and worked and worked, but for the first 21 months, I hardly made a penny, and it was looking more and more like I never would. Sometimes I wonder how I kept going, and obviously the answer is you, but we'll get back to you in a minute. Before anybody knew me or saw me, before I ever made videos, I used videos made by other people. I had my favorites on a YouTube playlist and I went back to them over and over again. I used these videos to travel to other worlds, to be other people. Each video on that list spoke to me differently. Which I picked at any given moment depended on the story or narrative I wanted to tell myself. It depended on what message I needed to hear at that time. Get so amped up I want to punch a hole in the wall, or just have a good cry.
Strong men also cry.
Well, one of them was good old Johnny George's. I love that guy. He's so pure and beautiful, serious about his business, but still empathetic and respectful of his farmers. During those days and nights back at my parents' house, I turned to Johnny for inspiration. He played a big part in not only keeping me going, but giving me permission to just be me and to be real with you. 2 years ago, in the State of the Gringo Address, I shared that same clip from Shark Tank. Sandy Howell on YouTube summed up my message better than I ever could. The Shark Tank's video inspires Jordan to work hard, love your people. It's not always about making the big bucks. It's about following your heart and your dreams to help others. Thank you, Sandy. I love that. And the message is the same this year. For all dreams and dreamers, a gringo with zero experience and a horrible accent teaching Spanish? Impossible. I used to think learning Spanish was impossible too, and not just in high school when I failed, but even after I was really into it. It all came so slowly to me, especially my comprehension skills. I couldn't understand anybody ever. But not only do I speak Spanish now and understand it, basically, I teach Spanish. You can do anything. You know you could. So as I prepared this year's State of the Gringo Address, I asked myself, can I use the same video clip again? It's not really my style, kind of like telling the same joke twice. Oh, wait, I do that too. But then I watched it for the first time in a while, and I knew I had to share it again, because that same video from 2 years ago now contains a new additional message. Maybe more from me this time? It hit me when the nice ponytail shark said,
Johnny, farmers are the cornerstone of America. There may be a lot of farmers out there that can't afford $12 per tree, but maybe they can afford $6 or $7.
Then he said a bunch of nice things that made Johnny cry. The truth is, I am so nervous about raising my prices. Will you think I'm a money grubber? A corporate sellout? Will anybody enroll in my courses at the higher prices? But watching this video again gave me clarity. I'm just gonna tell you how it is, and once again put my life in your hands. I'm pretty sure you got my back, like you always have, since the moment I uploaded that first video in January 2014. Man, it's amazing the people this has brought me into contact with. Debbie, you let me crash at your place in Mexico for a week. Your offer came out of the blue, as if you knew. At that moment, I needed a break, but there was no other way for me. Catherine, you hosted me and entertained me in Ecuador while I let my back heal. You stopped me randomly in the streets of Ecuador, then Spain, then Vietnam, and even right here in Orlando. You've been with me through tragedy and through triumph. You've liked my videos and sent me thousands upon thousands of kind and thoughtful messages. I've seen your name and faces so many times, I feel like I know you, and I hear the same from a lot of you, that you feel like you know me, and I like that. Makes me feel good, because every story I tell in my videos is true, and who you see is the real me, though often I do have to tone it down. But this version of me you know is the version of me you made. I appreciate every like, every comment, every purchase, more than you can possibly imagine. Even if you just lurk, thank you. Without you, there is no me. Thank you for looking past my gringo accent and bordering on the obnoxious personality. Thank you for seeing the good in me. I love you, my gringo. No, wait. I love you.
Here's your story, let's begin. The water's fine, come on, dive in. The future's here, it's right before your eyes. Step by step, you're on your way. You're welcome to a brighter day. Don't you know it feels good to be alive? You could be larger than life, bigger than the world, living out the hopes and dreams of every boy and every girl. You could could be larger than life, bigger than the world, living out the hopes and dreams of every boy and every girl. You could fly higher than the sky, shine brighter than the stars. You could have all you ever wanted, shoot the moon and reach for Mars. You know you could. Larger, larger than, bigger, bigger than, living hopes and dreams. Every boy and girl, higher, higher than, brighter, brighter than, all you wanted, and you know. Hey, you could be larger than life, bigger than the world, living out the hopes and dreams of every boy and every girl. Hey, you could fly higher than the sky, shine brighter than the stars. You can have all you ever wanted. Larger, larger, bigger, living hopes and dreams. Every boy, you can fly higher than the sky, shine brighter than the stars. You can have all you ever wanted. You know you could.